Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't play War Thunder, why? I kid. War Thunder's pretty good. I only play it kind of casually. As a matter of fact, I've only recently gotten back to it after a several-month hiatus. But I do enjoy it. I got into it after World of Tanks, which I did enjoy that for a while. Unfortunately, when it comes to both games, the thing I don't enjoy is the grinding if you're not willing to put any kind of money into it. Which I can kind of understand, but, you know, it would be nice if it moved a little bit quicker at times. But I'm not here to talk about that, because the game's still good, regardless. I'm here to talk about this, since it's it's April 1st. It's April Fool's Day, so obviously there's lots of jokes happening, and in War Thunder, it's happening in the form of its events, the ST1 Alpha Test, and the Unrealistic Battles. The joke here is that in War Thunder you have arcade mode and realistic battles normally. Both modes are pretty fun in their own way. Arcade mode is pretty much the team-based shooter type thing. It's more realistic than most kind of battle games, but you can see enemy units at a large distance because of copious amounts of what you might call player radar, whereas realistic battle takes that away and you're kind of forced to try and find the enemy on your own. And it's kind of cool, and of course War Thunder does this both with planes and tanks. So the joke here is that instead of realistic battles, we have unrealistic battles. I'm going to show this one off first, because this one just kind of amuses me. And I might cut this into two, depending upon how long a match goes. So let me show you the unrealistic battle. The master of the new simplified ground mode, named Unrealistic Battle, is using the special SPS-255 tank. That sounds neat, SPS-255. Right, that's alright, that's an interesting designation. Alright, here we have our map. We are in a fairly large city, blown out city. So there's plenty of cover and things like that to go into. It's a pretty fast-paced map, or match, this one. And you can see you only get one vehicle. You only have one spawn in this mode as well. So you die, you're done. So let's take a look at this SPS-255 medium tank. It's the most effective at researching vehicles. Yeah, that's all standard stuff. You can look at that at your leisure if you want, but let's actually go in and see how this thing performs. Yeah, there we go. If you can't tell already, it's pretty much an inflatable tank. Look at that. You can even see the inflatable textures. Weapon 1 is a potato, weapon 2 is a carrot. So yeah, it's a potato launcher. I mean, look, the treads don't even move. It's a tank. Inflatable tank. You can, if you look at the damage model of the characters there, you'll see it's basically held together by a whole bunch of steel, and it looks like 4 guys on bicycles. Yeah, 4 guys on bicycles. The gunner is a guy holding a slingshot with a potato in it, from the looks of it. Yeah, that's hilarious to me. And you also have a health bar over your head, which is kind of unusual. You know, look at that. Even the gun on the turret sways. These things are interesting. It reloads fast. I am using my carrot assault. And even though we're on bikes, we're knocking over fences. Can we knock over this? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness. Unrealistic battle indeed. Back up, come on guys, pedal backwards, pedal backwards. You've been hit, sir. Eat those carrots. Eat those carrots. I'm gonna put it back to potato here in a second. Potato! Potato! Ah, he's kicking my ass. And there's the potato. Boom. The potato just, yeah, you have a health bar. It's just how it works. But you spawn once and it's over. But that's how it works. I'm going to go ahead and return to the hangar. That's a cute little game mode. I'm no good with that. I'm a little better with the realistic tanks, but not so good with that. And yes, you gain experience and currencies and stuff by playing these, so it's pretty cool. The other mode, this one is really neat and a little more satisfying. This is a test of War Thunder's new vehicle prototype, the ST1. It's the world's first and only model of a walking assault gun. Yes, a walking battle tank. Metal Gear. Yes. This game mode is kind of interesting in that you can't use the vehicle right away. You have to generate spawn points, and you generate those, nearest I can tell, by killing other players. So it rewards you for doing well, and then you can go out there in a better vehicle. At least that's what it seems like to me. I couldn't really tell you 100% sure. This mode is pretty interesting. You're fighting for a city in a single control point, kind of like the last one. You have the option of going out in a fighter or a bomber if you have enough spawn points, the walking battle tank, and you've got 3 stock tanks that once you lose them, you're done. So you've got 1 spawn on each of these tanks, and then if you get any spawn points, which you can kind of see in the upper right-hand corner, I have 450, so I can't spawn anything. So we're going to go ahead and go out in... I'm going to go out in the Stug first. Oh, tank destroyer. Try and earn a few points. I don't think I'm very good with these things, but I haven't really gotten up to a tier yet in this game to actually own a tank destroyer, so I want to go out in one first to kind of experience it. I've been in one once, and I kind of got one shot earlier, but yeah. So hopefully we'll get to see a little bit of these walking battle tanks as we go forward. So I gotta say, War Thunder has definitely been a game I've been kind of getting back into. It has been enjoyable. Like I said, I kind of don't like the grind, but you know, if you kind of don't think about the grind and you just kind of play, it can be interesting. And I have been having some fun just going back. I picked one of the factions. You have like 4 different factions you could play as, and each one has his own experience curve. Don't let him see me. Okay. And I kind of went back to a tier 1. Oh, shoot. And I've been having fun with some tier 1 tanks. Just killing other tier 1s, just tooling about. So you don't have to have the best hardware to enjoy it. I'm not in a good spot. This thing has very minimal movement on its front cannon, and unfortunately there is wreckage in the way, so I can't get a good shot. Can I Okay, good shot on them. The game has been updated a few times since I played it, and you might have seen in the upper right-hand corner they show this damage model of where you hit enemies. That's kind of what made me come back, is I heard they added that. Because one of the things that I stopped playing the game for was I was dying a lot and dying early, and I couldn't tell why. And I could go toe-to-toe with tanks, like tanks of my own class, and they would just kill me instantly, where I would sit there and pelt them and never kill them. And so with this new damage model, I've actually been learning how this works, and oh, that hurts. This is not good. Ow. I might need to switch ammo types for this. No, I don't have reload speed. He's gonna get me. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, he's got a friend coming too. Got him! Shoot, another tank destroyer. Let's try switching up ammo types, see if this might help me in some way. I don't know if it will. I don't know that's the other problem. I don't know ammo very well. I'm trying to bait him into coming into my my vision here. Unfortunately, they're going to surround me, and I'm not going to be able to do anything about it. Yeah. I was not in a good position. Like I said, I've never really used those. I'm not very good tactically with them. But there's the thing I'm talking about right there. You can kind of see how it works. And it's really helped me, actually, to figure out where the weak spots are on certain tanks, where to aim, and that's kind of why I've been able to go out and kill some more. So I've got 926 points, so I'm going to go ahead and go out in this thing. This thing is really awesome. It's just really awesome. Let's go out in it. To actually have a walking battle tank modeled in this game, and it works. Check this thing out. This is awesome. You can kind of hit O and see where everybody is. It's like 4 guys loaded at the top. It's even got. I like that they even modeled the drive shaft and everything. And this is how it works. It's actually fairly stable. It moves pretty decently. It has a hard time, as you can kind of see, it has a hard time kind of starting up and stopping. Unfortunately, in this mode, I can't fire them. Well, I don't think you can fire the machine guns with space normally in this tank. I think it just fires everything quickly. As a matter of fact, yeah, I'll go ahead and fire it, and when I hit fire, you'll see it fires a main shell, and then fires a whole bunch of machine guns. And you can see I've got 2 cannons apparently. The little dot on the left is 1 cannon reloading, and then the big circle is the main cannon. The turret does not have full 360 range of motion. It does have a pretty good range, though. I think that's like a 45-degree angle there. But this thing is pretty cool. And you can see it's got a height advantage, too. So I'm going to try and use that here when I go into this debris. See if I can't get a shot into somebody that I normally couldn't hit, like that thing right there. And I'm just going to pelt it with every other shot that I have. There we go. These things are actually not that sturdy. I came through with a tank and killed... I wish I would have recorded the last match I had, because I've only played the... I've played 1 match, and then I'm going to play this, and then unfortunately I probably have to call it a day. Yeah, see, there you go, right there. It's just boom, and you're done. They're not very thick. Oh, they're holding in the water. That's so cheap. Alright, let's take the PZ-3. Yeah, they're not super sturdy. They can die very quickly. They've updated from what I can tell, the artillery shots too. You can it's a lot easier to pick where you want to fire artillery. It used to be when you picked artillery in this game, you got a little reticle on your screen. It didn't show a map. You had to push the reticle where you wanted it. Uh-oh. That's a walking battle tank. And that is a bomb. Oh boy. Those are bombs that landed in front of me. Ow! What? Huh? Damn. Okay. Out with the PZ-4 then. This is the tank I did the best in, and last match I killed like 8 guys with this thing. It was pretty fantastic. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it again, because the enemy team is... I'm spawning in a different location. The enemy team is kind of got the jump on us at this point, which kind of sucks. You can kind of see that mech is still in the water if you look at the map in the lower right. But this is fun, and the matchups are just interesting. A lot of people just die in one shot from what I've been seeing. But yeah, it just kind of shows you a walking artillery gun is, well, you know, it's powerful, it's really cool, but yeah, it's gonna die. It's not super armored. Really? Seriously? Damn. I'm just getting owned by everybody today. And I need 1,000 for this thing, so... yeah, right on. Let's see if we can't... yeah, I haven't flown on this. Let's do a little flying here. I've got a flight stick now, finally. I wish I could have shown you a little bit more of that walking battle tank, though. A little bit more of the ground game, because that's just where this is really good. And my flight stick is apparently not working because I plugged in my other controller. That sucks. Okay, is my mouse working? No, it is not! Oh boy! This isn't good. This is what I get for plugging in a second controller. I don't know what to do. Can I go into controls? Help me out here! Where's controls? Come on. Graphics interface. No. Sound, voice, internet, social. There's controls. So... Allied forces have captured a zone. Can I do a setup wizard? Air. Select layout. Okay. Okay. Can I use it now? No, it's still on my PlayStation controller. I have no idea what I'm doing. Why can't I not pull up? I can't pull up. Those are the rudders. Oh gods. What did I do? Oh, man. Okay, so, yeah. Why? Oh, man. How do I set it up to... You son of a... Really? That's what I get for plugging it in. And the sad part is that, like, I love this game, but yeah, it's the controls are very difficult to work with because it's... I can't just tell it which controller to use. And you would think that my flight stick would be controller 1, but apparently it's not. So I'll return here in a moment. Alright, so lessons are learned. You don't plug in another controller into your computer when you want to play War Thunder, because it takes over everything. Oh well. Oh well, oh well. Alright, I'm on the spawn I don't want to be at, actually. I'm going to try and go across. Unless people don't let me go. There actually is a bridge right here, isn't there? I'm going to try and recreate the epicness that I had once previous. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I've been having some terrible, terrible luck. As you all know, that's how it works for me. I get really good match, that's the one I'm not recording, and then the rest is pants. As TV might say. Alright. This mode, I think, would probably be a little more enjoyable without the planes. But it is what it is. And, it's a combined arms thing, which is one of the reasons why I originally loved Battlefield, so I can't complain too much there. Although there's no helicopters, because it's World War II, so I can't really fly optimally. Oh well. Alright, so we're going to come around to the side here. This gives us a pretty good overlook. Gives us a little bit of cover, but unfortunately gives them a bit of cover too. Oh, what's this? Trying to be very cautious. You only get 1 life per tank, and I'm trying to make good use of it. The enemy team is kind of up ahead here, as you can see. Trying to get a good shot without completely exposing myself. Yeah, they know I'm here now. Let's back up a little bit. Okay, that tank's out. I do not have artillery in this vehicle, so I can't retaliate with my own artillery, but I can kind of pull back and try and get out of the way of the enemy's artillery. Running over stuff in this game is satisfying, to say the least. It's a pretty game, too. Very pretty game. Oh, wow. Apparently I need to hit that guy from the back, because that front armor I could not go through. I have one-shot those walking battle tanks in this tank before. But I'm pretty sure I had to do it from... a shot from their rear armor. I think that tank destroyer is looking at me. Are you looking at me cross-eyed, buddy? Oh! Oh! That was nasty. Okay, this guy. This guy's looking at me cross-eyed. Oh! That's two. I took a little bit of damage. Actually, all my internals appear to be intact, so that's good. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm earning some points that I'm going to be able to use to go out in my own walking battle mech. Oh, stop, stop. Pop! Like I said, those walking battle tanks, while they're really cool, are kind of fragile. Unfortunately, they do pack a large punch if they can get the first shot on you. Damn, those things look cool. Alright, yeah, I got more than enough. Let's go out on my own. These things are really awesome. This mode is just... I wish they could kind of keep this the whole time. Like, I would go out and I would play missions just walking around in these battle mechs just for fun. Hell, I would love to see one where it's nothing but these, like all battle mechs all the time. Come on, War Thunder, make it happen. Try and be a deterrent there. That bomber is going to come back this way, isn't it? It's too far away. I don't want to waste too much ammo. Gotta keep my head on a swivel, right? Watch the skies, watch the ground. But you're in a giant battle mech, so you can kind of use the terrain to your advantage. Right, so... Oh, come on, back up, back up, back up. Oh, someone else already got him. I lost him, I lost him. He went right. Oh, that tank was too quick. While the mech is really stable while you're moving, so you can kind of run and gun. Oh, damn. Nice. You can kind of run a gun. The problem is the mech doesn't stop very quickly. Like, you kind of notice I'm trying to... There were times I was trying to fine-tune my movement, and the mech would just kind of continue kind of moving itself. It's probably a stability thing, for simulating the mech having to stabilize itself on two legs. Let's get this guy. Waiting for my guns to reload. Oh, someone else got him. Good job. Uh-oh, another battle mech is shooting at me. No! I lost my mech. No! I called it Betsy. Bad. I've got a good amount of points built up too. I believe that's the bomber, and I believe that's the fighter. Let's go on the tank destroyer again. I am not good with these things, and I really need to learn them. So yeah, these battle mechs, they remind me of two things. They kind of remind me almost of the Wanzers from. I believe that's from Front Mission, but I wish I could tell you what game it was. There was like a steampunk mech game, turn-based. Played a little like kind of like Shining Force, which I know Front Mission does that too. But it had this aiming mechanic where if you wanted to fire at the enemy, it gave you a reticle, and you had to actually target the enemy and hit them with the reticle, even though it was a turn-based shooter. And so things like cover and stuff like that really made a difference because the the reticle was never really stable. It was like I think it was a PS2 game. I just couldn't tell you what game it was. But that's what this reminds me of. I think this is just really awesome. This is one of the coolest things. I mean, I've heard War Thunder does really good events, and this kind of proves to me I can see where that's coming from, because this is really awesome. Okay, I'm going to try and help capture this A point here. I don't know where the enemy might come from, so I got to be careful. I have a very limited range of motion on this gun. Can I? Cool. Now, I can confirm I am getting experience for my main tanks for the country I've chosen. I'm currently in... my main game is currently set to Germany, and Germany ground forces. So, and I have been getting experience. I actually unlocked a tank while playing this, so that was pretty cool. It's nice to know that these events will still reward you. They give you vehicles that you've never played before, too. That's what I really like. So I may complain about the grinding, and I can complain about the fact you gotta grind not only your vehicles, but you... Oh my god. Gojira! It's Gojira! Really? Oh, I missed. Let's get under it while we reload. What's up, buddy? That's a hit. Hold. What? Nope. Nope, nope. I was anticipating that. What? Come on. Where's its soft spot? Oh my goodness. Alright, is this going to be one giant game of Ring Around the Rosie? There we go. Right in the side. Okay, this is amusing. This will be record worthy. I've been trying a few times to get a decent match of this. Unfortunately, every time I tried, my mech was blown up way too quick to make it interesting or fun. So there you go. I did it, guys. I did it. I won a match with a tank destroyer. I'm terrible in these things. Don't cap. I gotta go. How much I want to stay. I understand why they don't want to. This mode is fun. You can always re-queue, though. That's the thing, is every time I lost, even if I didn't lose all my vehicles, if I basically didn't have any vehicles that I wanted to play, or it was at a point where I could just tell I wasn't going to be effective, I could just drop out and then go into another match. And you still get the experience. You don't get as much, I believe, for that, but you know, there's always matches waiting, which is the good news. War Thunder, you know, it's got a lot going on. You can go to War Thunder and get, it's on Steam. Get it for free. If you haven't heard of it before, that's, you know, it's neat. It's it started off as just planes, and then they moved on to tanks, and they then combined them. Like, it used to be they were completely separate. The what? How did he actually hit me? I couldn't even see his. No, I guess his barrel had height on me. Unfortunately, I can't go over that hill, or he'll have... Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, going over the hill is a bad idea because he's got advantage where he can hit me before my muzzle can go over, can basically get the altitude it needs to hit to fire on him. So what we're going to do is we're going to climb this hill using a little bit of cover. Or we're going to win. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, those were the April Fool's events for War Thunder. Hopefully you found them amusing. I know I certainly did. It's just fantastic, in my opinion. The game has made lots of improvements over time. I think the last time I played it was maybe 3 or 4 months ago. And it's just so much better now than what I remember. And honestly, unfortunately, there's not a lot of time on this event, and by the time I get this video out, it's probably going to be the next day. So I apologize for that, but hopefully you got a chance to participate in this event. And if you didn't, well, maybe you decide to download War Thunder and check out some of the other events, because they do have these events going on every now and then with special holidays. So yeah, it's really neat. It is really neat. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I had to put this out there because I was just so amused by this game mode, and it was only a one-time thing that I was like, you know what? I've got to do it, and I've got to record it. So again, hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you guys again.